live. How you guys all doing tonight? Let's see who's in the chat. So I've seen that underscores here, Vernon's here, Michelle Christmas is here, Mindful Forest, Ovangel, Tracy K, Van Maruth, Bobtail Trucker, Danny, and Donna's Road Trips. How you guys all doing tonight? Alberta and Stella, how you doing? Just wanted to pop in right quick and have a live stream to say hi, see how you guys are all doing. Haven't really done any videos this week, a couple shorts, but that's about it. Hey, Radio Man. Hey, Cheryl. Randy Sand. Hey, and also, I got to meet up with a subscriber today and a Patreon member as well. Randy Sand. He took a nice drive here to come see us. So tomorrow we're going to be hanging out and catching up and such. I made migraine, but had to come in and say hi. Well, hi. Thank you so much for joining us, even if it's just for a little bit. Alan Shavir is here. Donna's Road Trips. Trina, how you doing? So I just haven't put out any real videos this week, so I figured I'd do a live or two just to come in and say hi. Hoping to get a couple of videos out this week, but with the cold and me battling my stomach, it's been pretty slow. See you. Oh, you jumpers are popping in quick now. Hey, brother, you ever think you will make it over to Ontario or even better, Kingston, Ontario? Maybe. I do have a brother and two nephews in Ontario right now. I like to go out and see them, so you never know where I can end up. What? I caught one. Hey, Sarah. Dan the Van Dan. Bob, I have heard of a way people might be able to buy you a coffee, KOI, as another way of donating. There's definitely a lot of ways of donating, Bobtail. I try to keep it very, just to very few. It confuses me with the ones I have sometimes. How's Happy Pants? Happy Pants is good. He stopped by here recently to see it all. He stops by every now and then. It's always great to see him. Trying to get his butt kicked in gear to get his van built. Thank you, Bobtail, for putting the Patreon link up. I greatly appreciate that. Just popped over from Lowell's. Yeah, I was over there as well, watching their live stream. That one was really well. A lot of diesel knowledge, stuff I didn't know. I'm not a big diesel guy, so it's everything I hear about them is probably something I knew I can learn. How is it having a second bedroom? It's very strange. Every now and then I'll catch myself like, what van did I leave something in? Mainly my phone, but it's very strange. I like it though. Howdy, Bruce. How you doing, Wendy? Kevin Broken Nomad has Buy Me a Coffee. So I had Buy Me a Coffee as well, but I'm not very tech savvy, so I had it set up, but I didn't know how to take anything from it. I didn't know how to link it to my bank account, so I ended up just getting rid of it because I just didn't understand it. Congratulations on the new van. Looks awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's I'm parked right behind it right now, and every morning I wake up and look at it. I'm just like, wow. I can't wait to start on it. Hey, Tina. Congrats on the new van. We are all coming from the same place, different part of the world. That's so cool, isn't it? I love seeing that when people are from different countries and stuff. It's crazy how YouTube can connect to just one channel or multiple channels. Connects so many people that wouldn't be able to before. Hey, Vernon, how you doing? Do I have anything even written down for tonight? does have to go, Bruce, but please, everyone, give him a thumbs up and come up. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us, Alberto and Stella. I hope your migraine gets better. I'm proud of you, how far you've come since the very beginning of your channel. Thank you, Wendy. It's definitely been a long road for sure. Yeah, Bruce, it's bloody hot over here in Australia, my friend. Today, my friend. What's the temperature there? I've always wanted to go to Australia. I really like the like extreme hot temperatures. I don't know why. Even when people sit in my van, they're like, you're crazy. It's like a sauna in here." Trying to figure out how to do van life in a Class C motorhome. So I've done van life in a Class C motorhome as well, and it's kind of the same. It's just you got to really be picky on where you park and where you stay because you're very noticeable, and any little imperfection usually draws an eye and just gives people a reason to complain. That's my main reason for getting out of the motorhome life and coming down to a van. I prefer to live in a car because I don't have much stuff, but a van definitely allows for more room in the wintertime. I sent you an email a while back about battery car problem, but I haven't heard back. I'm sorry about that, Trina. I try and get back to as many emails as I can, but a lot of times they get buried. Um, I'm trying to get my sister. I'm currently trying to get my sister a laptop so that she can help with a lot of the on stuff and have everything running a little more smoothly. Because I catch myself reading emails and such that it really is just a story and it doesn't go anywhere. It's great to hear from people, but to have my sister be able to kind of weed through a lot of stuff and focus my attention on the stuff that really needs it, or like just to kind of clear everything up. Even for social media, I don't do well on social media just because there's so many people to answer to. Recently I've cut back a lot on even answering comments and stuff on the YouTube channel, not because I'm not paying attention. I love all of your love and all of your comments. It's just hard on me to do all of that reading. I struggle with it, as I mentioned a few times before. So it takes up a lot of my day just reading and answering people, and I end up not creating videos like it. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get her a laptop soon, but it's been a struggle. But yeah, once I can get her one, she will be in charge of like the emails, the social medias. I'll be getting emails as well, but she'll be sending me ones that are more like needing my attention, and also she'll be helping with merch. She'll be the one basically running everything. I'm not smart enough to even start or dabble into that stuff, and that's not me looking down on myself. That's me being. I understand that. I can admit that, and I'm not looking to push it and mess it up myself. So I'd much rather have her. She's a lot smarter than me when it comes to stuff, and it'll be a good opportunity to give her something to do as well, and to help with everything on YouTube is a great help for me. Does she need a laptop specifically, or would a cheap desktop work? I think a cheap desktop would work as well. As far as I know, it's just something that she can work on, because right now she had a laptop, but hers busted. So just when we needed it, but that's how she goes. With every great thing, there's things that slow you down, but we're not going to let that kill us. We're going to keep on pushing it, keep trying. I mean, that was the first for me. Usually it comes, played the, come here, you play it, come, I'm not sure what you mean. Can a battery just quit working because it's not running for a while? I don't really know that enough about batteries to say anything on that, to be honest with you. I know if you leave a battery on concrete, it kills itself. I'm pretty sure. That's the most I know about batteries. I'm not really the person to ask for like battery advice or stuff like that. I'm learning all this as I go. Hi, Bruce. Oh, sorry, John. Only jumping. Chat's jumping. Hey Tori, how's it going over there? It's all right. We're just getting over the frost, but it's going all right. Depends on the type of battery and how old it is. See, Sarah got it. A refurbished Dell. Not sure what that word is. Are fairly cheap. Nice. Hey, you are smart. I understand that it may not be a field you are good at, but you are smart. I appreciate that, Sue. I consider my smart different fields, but when it comes to technology, I am definitely not smart at all. I can totally admit that and own it, I'm not ashamed to say that. There's things we're good at and there's things we're not, that's for sure. I lost Bruce. Did anyone else? Oh, am I still here? Give me a thumbs up, everybody, if I'm still here. Trina, can I put a used one in? I did pay a guy half as a deposit, but he made up excuses for needing the other half off and blocked me out. That's a bummer. Yeah, I mentioned that about even buying the van, Trina. Payments can be really sketchy sometimes. That's a bummer that happened to you. Do you not have audio? Who doesn't have audio? Can everybody hear me? All thumbs up if everybody can hear me. Had to refresh. Yeah, guys, if you can't hear me or something, or you can't see me, please refresh. I guess if you can't hear me or see me, you're not gonna be able to hear me say. That's pretty funny. Turtle, I see a turtle in the chat. Turtle is just behind me, everybody. You did some home renovations today, so you guys can check that out on his channel. That place is looking pretty spiffy. First, it's not a matter of smarts. It's just not your calling. Exactly. I wish I was more tech savvy, but I'm just not. Audio's good. Perfect. A battery with a built-in heater or setting. Like, yeah, there we go. A cheap solar panel will maintain and keep a charge. Heck yeah. Yeah, we had, so I've got my 195 watt solar panel, and then Mr. Blur has two 100 watt solar panels. And we've got a couple of connectors in between us. And today, when I woke up, he had all three solar panels connected to my van, which was sweet. And I was pulling in like 200 watts. For winter in Canada, that's huge. Bruce, what kind of laptop? So I asked her that as well, Vernon, and she said just kind of any laptop was due. She's trying to be, not. She doesn't like asking for stuff, but I'm literally asking her, like, what kind of laptop do we need to get you? At least then, so I know what to look for. One comes up on a deal or something, we might be able to help her out, right? Did you freeze? You did freeze up for a second, but it's all good. Awesome. You enjoying the Starlink? Heck yeah, I am. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys at all from where I am right now without Starlink. So that thing has been a blessing and a half. When are you going to spend the first night in your new home? That's a good question. So right now, Turtle has my army cot that you guys have probably seen in the first glimpse of me and Chrome's van tour with me. I was sleeping on an army cot at that time in a bare metal van. Right now, he has my army cot. He's getting a mattress, I think, sometime this week, and then he's going to be giving the army cot back. When I get the army cot back, I'm thinking about spending a night in the new van, all bare metal, just kind of as a reminder of what it was like, And I think it would be just pretty cool to spend the first night in the van. I'm itching to get in there. Hey, from Newfie, but he just popped up deadly. Nice. The Starlink dish is so cool. Yeah, it is so cool. So yeah, Turtle mentioned that it was. He noticed it was moving the other day. So cool. How do we get it to her? Um, I'm not sure, Vernon. I guess if it was sent to me, I could send it to her, or I could just give you the ad. If anybody has a laptop that they would like to donate to her, you can always email me, and then I can send you her address to save the middleman kind of thing, if that works. But if not, then sending it to me works just as well, which would be a total game changer. I was telling her I was going to donate the one that I'm talking to you guys on right now, which is my older one, but it's for what she needs to do with it. It would probably just die like her current one. So mine's been around and beaten so much, it's pretty slow. Even the screen's cracked. But I don't use it for very much. I do all my editing and stuff on my phone, so. Logan, thank you for joining as a member. Thank you very much for that. How do you move all around robotics? Yeah, it is free. For the 100-watt battery, it is best to have a 300-watt solar panel to give them a fighting chance to keep charged. I like that. Me and Mr. Blur were recently talking about that, and like how we see so many people having a 100 or 200 amp hour batteries, like a 300, like a 3 or 4,000 watt inverter. And really, realistically, the way we were looking at it is if you have 200 watts of solar, or say if your alternator puts in 300 watts, then you really shouldn't want to pull too much more than that, because it's just going to take that much more time to put back. So yeah, having more solar than you are taking out is huge, or at least having that balance is nice. Thank you, Bobtail, for putting the Patreon link in. Heading back to getting my physical therapy home. So Jeff Bear. First, we got to jump. Have front, Dark Soul. Ain't thanks for joining us, Dark Soul. Good evening, little brother from Arizona. Nice. How you doing, Black Wolf Joe? Keep seeing you smile makes me happy. Keep bringing the joy. Thank you. Hey, you guys all help me make me smile. That definitely is. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Michelle Christmas. Stoked to see what you do with the new van. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely an adventure. Yes, the new van did come up. Did you come up with a name yet? No, so I haven't come up with a name yet. I've been sorting through a lot of them, but I noticed that a lot of the van names were based on the color, and I don't really want to base it on the color and more on what it will be and what it represents to me in a sense. One of my Patreon members did say one name though. Where is it? Where is it? And I was like, oh, the Dream Machine, because it's how did she put it? I gotta read the comment. I kind of like the Dream Machine. After all, you are living the dream now, Bruce. And I was like, yeah, I really like that, Tracy. So yeah, Tracy gave that name. That's not the official name, but I like where that's going for sure. Everyone's saying hi to Turtle. The laundry short video was funny using the wash song. Thank you. That was Mr. Blur. I had the clips ready and I had the short ready, and I was like, what song can I use for laundry? And then I asked Mr. Blur, and he's like, dude, Snoop Dogg The Wash. And I was like, done. Let's do it. Street Machine. I like that name as well. And it's simple. It's basically representing what it will be. I really like that one, Vern. I'm running an 170 amp with no solar. It holds up pretty well. I am mindful of power consumption. The dream is to add a second 170 watt battery. Yeah, that'd be sweet. That's nice. That'd be a really solid setup. Bruce, now that you have a more reliable van, will this be your last cold winter in Calgary? Shelly, that is a great question. I'm really hoping so. I'm really gonna put all the elbow grease in that I can, pump as much videos as I can out of the van build, and also going to as many car shows hopefully as I can this summer. And then hopefully, if everything goes well with the channel and everything else, then maybe we can take a trip down to the States and do a whole States trip for next winter. That's one of my dreams to do. So if I could do that in, the dream street machine, that'd be sweet. Bruce, is there Bruce, is there an address that I can send you something? Yeah, Paul. So if you want to email me, I don't put my address publicly because it's a friend's house. But if you would like to email me, I can give you the address. Please, no surprises. Don't need a glitter bomb or something. uh, like Dale 3. How you doing, buddy? I was thinking maybe myself and my cat will come for a visit at your new home warming party. Yeah, once, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe this spring we could have a van home warming party or something. Get everybody to come in and see the new rad. Well, finally caught up on lives. Always watching Chrome. He has new business going. Yeah, Brian Chrome is definitely rocking with the new business. Street Machine. I like it, Rachel. I don't name my vehicles anymore. Even every vehicle I've named has died in unfortunate death. Yeah, I'm not big on naming my vehicles either, to be honest with you. Like, I called this white one Trooper just because it never gives up. Nothing based on Star Wars. Just because it never gives up. But it's not like it was a, strategic or like a name that I ran with or really called it much. Just every time it was in a hard situation and it didn't give up, I was like, "Good on you, Trooper." But like with the blue van, I'm hoping to make it like kind of a show like street machine van. So to have a name, I noticed that a lot of like show cars and whatnot have names. So it'd be cool to put one on there. I like the new van. Thank you. What app do you use your editing? So I use InShot. Not sponsored or nothing. I just really love that app, and honestly, everybody I've showed it to, their mind is blown by it on what you can do. It's a little hard on the eyes. I will say that. I'd like to get like an eye or something because you can't use InShot on laptop. It's just a phone or a tablet or a iPad thing app, as far as I know. So yeah, I do all my editing on my phone, which I quite enjoy because there's no transferring of videos and files and having everything getting jumbled. I'd done that recently and it took me so long to just get through a video because all of the clips were everywhere. For me, when I film, everything is in a row. Nothing is scripted. Nothing is like, oh, well, I'm going to try and do. No, it's just that this is what happened that day. So everything is in a row. If I use multiple devices, that's when stuff gets tricky for me because then you got to start putting everything into timelines, and I'm not. It's just too much for me. One device, if possible. I was thinking going going warm in USA for winter. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Hey, dude, what's up? Is it still cold or getting warmer? So, Vangel, it's cold-ish. Like the sun's nice because we always have like the sun saves us in Calgary. I swear. It's still cold, but that sun is nice when it pops out. For the last few days, it's been like kind of foggy and like frosty, so we haven't really been doing too much at all. It hurts to touch metal outside, so we've been just staying inside. And my stomach's been just kicking my friggin' butt here the last week, so it's just been about recouping and relaxing. Even though I'm just dying to get out of that van. See you in the spring. I like it, Neon. Could you tell us a story of getting your van? I did a video on the story of getting my van, but basically, you know, for the last like year or so, probably even more, I'm just one of those guys that's always on Marketplace looking for a classic station wagon, for a dream car one day. I'd love to live in a station wagon, just saying. But yeah, that I'm always on Marketplace, just kind of scrolling, and I've seen a few vans over the last few like months, and just kind of dabbled into go checking them out. One was a 4-wheel drive, double door, like unicorn van, Chevy Express, but the guy just wanted way too much. These people just they see Vanlifers and they see that it could be a camper van. It goes up to like 6 grand when really it's worth like two. The most I've ever paid for a vehicle I think was like $2,000, and that's with this thing being $1,800. That was pretty scary for me, but it all turned out great because it's a beautiful van. I did buy my most expensive vehicle ever was a $2,000 Chevy G20 van, and that thing was just spewed radiator fluid all the way from Edmonton to Calgary, and every vehicle I've ever bought in there was like $1,000 worked out. So lesson to me is to not overspend on a vehicle. When you get all your life on track, get maybe you could get Boston box or a drop location like a package store to send things where you get messages on package deliveries. Yeah, maybe. I'm not a big person on receiving a lot of things, really. I'm not a person on. I'm not someone who likes a lot of things. I don't like having a lot of things. I like keeping it very basic. I understand that a lot of people would love to send stuff, and I greatly appreciate that. But for the most part, if I'm not gonna 100% use it, then I won't accept it, and that's a good part of me having my address not public because I don't have much space for stuff, you guys. Like I say, I would room. A lot of people are stuck on things, but I don't. I'm not a person who gets entertained by things. Thing dropped. Postbox. Have you been doing very well? You have been doing very well learning as you go. Thank you, Rachel. It's definitely been a learning curve, but every day, every single day, you guys, I'm trying to dabble into something and learning, how to create a better video, um, how to learn more on YouTube and what I can do about it and do with it and all of that stuff. But I'm slow, so give me some time. But yes, I think I'm doing pretty good as well, Rachel. Thank you. Your new van is exactly what I was looking for when I bought my current home on wheels. Was raised as a Chevy guy, but this Econoline was too good of a deal to pass up. Been solid 2 years now. Nice. Yeah, I consider myself an automotive bashing on any brand really. I'm a Chevy guy, true and true. Just Dodge, just because of the motor and the Dodge Charger, and the Daytona. Come on now. But yeah, I'm a Chevy guy, true and true. But I love them all. Right? Everyone has their own quirks. But like you said, it's kind of what you were raised on, right? I was raised on my father owning GM products all growing up, and that's kind of stuck with me. One question: what's your favorite TV show as a kid growing up in Newfoundland? Coronation Street. Me and my dad used to watch Coronation Street all the time for like years. Bruce, do you know anybody that sells a solar panel that you can use? So I still have a solar panel, Vernon. I have my 195 watt. I had two of the same solar panel. I'm currently down to one. But Mr. Blur has two 100-watt Renergy panels, and we have a couple of different connectors. So between us, we hook up all of them like we did this morning for me to charge up. So as Jack keeps jumping on me. Thank you, Sarah, for dropping the wish list. Your face when you showed up with the new van was priceless. Yes, turtle. Yeah, it definitely. I was so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just dancing, ready to get at it. Anyone know how to put Bruce's wish list on? Oh, that's okay. That's for Sarah. Got it. Awesome. Hi from South Carolina. Nice. I worked with the PGA Tour guys. They're setting up the signs for the PGA Tour and stuff. They were from North Carolina. Great bunch of guys. Told me a nice few things about North Carolina, and I'm dying to get down there one day. Thank you, Bobtail, for that as well. Bruce has a PayPal if you want to contribute to Bruce's van journey, and would probably be the best way. Thank you very much, Tracy. Yeah, I find PayPal is probably the best way. as a lot of you guys know, I took out the YouTube super chats. So PayPal or Patreon. I like Patreon because it gives a chance for people to be in communication full time, right? Like I'd fully suggest for people to take advantage of that 24-hour live chat. I check it probably like 17 times a day, see if anybody or whoever's up and whatnot. I like being in communication there, and it's a good spot where we can all kind of voice our opinions without having the hate of a lot of what other social media platforms have. I don't appreciate any hate, so it's all about open learning. That's why I kind of kept the junior thing in my channel for all this time, is because I feel like in one way, shape, or form, we're all a junior in everything we do. Like I've been living in a vehicle for a long time now, but I'm still a junior when it comes to wiring. I'm still a junior when it comes to this. I'm still a junior when it comes to that. We're all learning. But do you need another solar panel, Bruce Vernon? More solar, the better, I say, Vernon. Losing that one, I could definitely see the difference in the batteries. That I've been idling a little more for sure. That's why Mr. Blur, he heard me mentioning it the other day, and he hooked up his solar panel unit today, which was awesome. But yeah, in Calgary, we get so much sun that the more solar we have, the less we have to idle at all. Like today, I didn't really need to start my van at all because I had all 3 solar panels hooked up to me. I was charging my laptop. I had Starlink on. Um, my heater was on, and my lights were on all day with 3 solar panels, and I was still pulling a pretty good charge. Da, 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 da. Wouldn't a straight e-transfer be better? E-transfer is definitely the best way, Karen. For some reason, not a lot of people know about e-transfers. I find it's the simplest way possible, honestly, just from email to email, bank to bank. But I understand that a lot of people, they just do things differently, I guess. So for that reason, I do have PayPal. I don't want to set up a bunch of different, things for people to donate. I have enough right now. Walmart gift card. Yeah, I have a Walmart gift card, I believe, as well. I set up a while ago. I tried to set up like a Walmart shopping list, but again, just not very tech savvy, so I couldn't vote. But yeah, I think I did get the Walmart gift card thing on there. Chat just jumped. I have PayPal. Can I email trans? Yeah, yeah. Can you pin highlight the PayPal? I can't on myself. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Hang on a second, everybody. Let me gotta go back. Okay, I got. Okay, now pin. Is that how I do it? Ah, I got it. Okay, there you go. I got Bobtail's PayPal link. Thank you guys so much for that as well. That's again something I don't know how to do. uh, do you know anyone? Oh, okay. Uh, Hey Bruce from Las Vegas. I love what you did with Chrome's paint job. Wish I could get you to do the same on mine. That was a huge undertaking for sure. But yeah, I appreciate that. It was definitely a cool experience to do that job. I've never done a hot polyurethane coating up until then, and seeing Chrome's get fully done and then eventually working there was really cool. Uh, Sorry if I'm missing anybody's chats. Chat's just jumping in. I'm very slow. Let's see if I can open this up a little more. Sun's out, got out. Turtle knows. Heck yeah. Now I had an email. So all of my links as well are in the description of everything, even this live stream. I try and keep the links in every video and also on the information section of my YouTube channel. A lot of people have asked about it in the past, so I try to make it easily accessible. Link. I'm very slow at this stuff. Thank you, Neon. I appreciate that. Yes, email transfer works very well as well. Which one? Done. Don't worry about that. That's what moderators were for. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Around there selling a solar panel that you can buy. I don't know anybody around here that's selling a solar panel. Everybody is pretty well using theirs. But honestly, for what people are selling solar panels for used, it's same price as new. Justin and Christina's RV Vanlife. How you doing? Hey, from Montreal. Hey, from Montrealers in Florida at the moment. Oh, that's awesome. How's the weather down in Florida? That is so cool. Bruce, would you find a hard panel or a suitcase panel better for you? I honestly prefer the hard panels. Every experience that I've seen people with a suitcase panel or a folding solar panel or even a curved panel has never really been very good, just in my opinion or my experiences. I haven't had many experiences, so I can't say much on it. But I would prefer the hard panels just because they're more rigid. Find the link. I definitely understand what you mean about more solar. Hey, sorry. I have an air fryer in my car. I have 3 100-watt lithium batteries and a 2,000-watt inverter. That's huge for a car. Oh my god. I don't even have that much power in this thing. Good on you. Used solar panels can be found on eBay. I've never used eBay. Never in my life have I used eBay. I'd never been really one for buying anything online, actually. The only reason I really started to make a wish list was because people were asking about it. I don't really shop on Amazon personally myself. For the most part, we can get everything that we need around us. And it saves me from just having to go to Austin's place every 2 days to pick up something. But it is a great place. Like, for the most, like, some things are just cheaper on there. Like, I know the 4-gauge wiring lugs. They use Canadian Tire for $10, or you can get a pack of them on Amazon. So there is definitely some benefits. 24 degrees here today. That's beautiful. Oh my god. One of these days, Florida, I'm coming. The flexible solar panels tend to run hot against the metal reduce. So yeah, Mr. Blur's been doing some research on the bifacial solar panels. I'm probably gonna cancel for saying that wrong. But yeah, he's been doing some research on the bifacial solar panels, I think they're called, and they're supposed to be really good as well for like heat distribution, being able to stand up straight. 100% of used panels are asking like $50 less than you. You don't have to know exactly, yeah. Because I mean, if the solar panel is broke on the inside of a cellar or something, and you don't know, it's almost better to buy new. Sorry, I meant to say I have a Nissan NV cargo van. Oh, nice. Get any Amazon deliveries lately? Yes, I did. So I got a McDonald's gift card. Yes, I am. Thank you for mentioning that. And also, I got a new tripod. Look at this puppy. I'm gonna turn on this light. Look at this puppy. So my old one used to have my Dollarama tripod's headstand literally glued to one of these. Now this actually has everything, and it's beautiful. Look at that. So yeah, and then one other thing. This. Check this out. This came from this person. Oh, look at this. Impact and an actual drill. That is huge. Now I can finally retire my hand drill, as Turtle calls the Amish drill. That is huge. I did get I think 2 or 3 more things, but they're in the back of the blue van right now as their tools. Da, da, da. So yeah, thank you for asking that, Michelle. Yeah, I did. We left home toward the end of December, so we didn't escape the winter altogether. Oh, I searched Kijiji and Solar. I've noticed that it's just full of like ads. It's confusing because everything you click on is an ad. So I've recently been just using Marketplace for when I do use it, but I don't like going on Facebook very much, so I don't tend to go on there at all very much. Ooh, it jumped. Nice looking tripod. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. I used it the other day. So the other day, I when the sun was out, I managed to get the spare tire that was all mangled in the back of the blue van. I 2 crowbars. We got her. But I got that on film with the new tripod as the first kind of use of it. So that was pretty cool. I love me some Amazon. Da, da, da. Nice drill set. Thank you. Yeah, even get the light on it, right? It's awesome. I had a impact drill years ago, and it built like 4 vehicles for me. So I love those things. They're just beasts. I definitely want to get a shout out to Bruce Jr. People don't understand how much he helps people in van life. Thank you very much for that, David. I greatly appreciate that, buddy. Just trying to do my part, you know. The battery and cables. The battery and cables are the biggest costs. Battery bank setup. Yeah, absolutely. Batteries can be used in the US, found lifetime batteries. Yeah, batteries and wiring is definitely the biggest expense of van life I've found so far. As you guys know, I buy my vehicles for extremely cheap, like 1,000 or 2. So sometimes you can run into wiring setups that are like more than the van that I buy. So it can be very scary when I'm looking at batteries, and the batteries are like $500, and it's basically half of what I paid for my van. It's hard to justify getting batteries in that sense, but good batteries, as I know now, are definitely worth the the money. Bruce is like first aid for van lifers. My 3 100-watt energy panels were about $100 per panel. Yeah, so Mr. Blur has 2 100-watt energy panels, and they're awesome. Um, I think the light is still on in the drill bag. Is it? It goes out. If you could go and drop a like and help support the channel, thank you very much, Bobtail. I really appreciate that, buddy. Every like helps support the channel. I'm planning a trip to Newfoundland. Coronation Street, yes. If you're planning a trip to Newfoundland, I highly suggest looking up Black Bank. So Black Bank is near my hometown, and it's basically a fully sand beach with black sand. I absolutely love that place. It's totally underrated. A lot of people will go literally to the other side of the island for all of the tourism, when really you can go like 20 minutes off the boat and see so much beauty. So yeah, I'd suggest to look when you get off the boat. Don't jump right through and go all the way through the island. It's extremely expensive, so take that into consideration as well. Hey Tracy, Congratulations on the new van. I hope you build it the way it will be more useful than your old one. Uh, it it will have a purpose, definitely. It will be my home show van. It'll be something to show off. That's what it'll be. Unlike this one where I literally hit it with an axe every time I'm explaining to people how much I don't care about it. Well, pro use. Will Pros is my go-to channel for DIY solar. Nice. I've heard that name a nice few times. Congratulations. I park under trees 90% of the time, so I will never install a solar panel or have I ever needed them. I totally agree with that. I did not need solar or this big of a battery setup at all. My first few years of van life. Um, it's only since I've gotten into doing YouTube and now I've got to charge my laptop and I got to charge this, got to charge that I'm needing more solar, more power, more everything, right? But yeah, I'm with you on that one. For years I didn't even think about getting solar because I didn't need it. I will check it. Thanks, Bruce. I will check out that heading out in June to Newfoundland. That's Rachel. Yeah, it's Black Bank is beautiful. So if anybody who's ever been to or goes to Black Bank or in the future whatnot, when you get there, look at the very top of that sandbank, not the parking lot, the sandbank, and that's where I spent a few nights. Yeah, I got a little trick getting my van up there. It's called Red Line. We will post and thanks for the battery tip, Bobtail. Yeah, there's so much good information out there. Like Bobtail said, Will Prose does good videos on it. Personally, I can say I'm not a very good channel for people to grab like specs and advice setups and stuff. I will try and get more into that, and like when I'm building a blue van, I'm gonna try and go as much into detail as I can just for my own sake. Um, and I hope anybody else can learn along the way something from that. Um, but my intentions are not to you know, be a learning channel in a sense. I'm just simply sharing my life. I'm not here to really. A lot of people are like ask me to do goofy things in my videos and stuff, and it's I'm not really here to entertain anybody. I'm here to show my life. I'm having fun with it as I want, right? Did you spend time in Booney, NC? Not sure where that is. I will. I follow his diagrams for my solar build. Nice. That's good to hear, Sarah. That's okay, and Bellborn are too expensive. Went to lie time. Nice. Okay, I've heard some pretty good things about lead time battery. Um, that's okay, Bruce. I'm not here for the specs. Thank you. Yeah. Uh, Definitely. You're learning along with me if you're watching my videos and learning stuff about electrical. So check back in the next video because you might be correct. I might be swapping out what I did in the last one because it's wrong. Good thing about watching people in van life on YouTube is you learn from their mistakes and you also learn from what they can teach you. Exactly. That's so true. There's so many channels out there that are great for teaching. I learn from a lot of YouTube channels as well. Um, Mine is more of learn from my mistakes channel. looking into I'm looking into a 24-volt setup since you can run half the wire gauge for the same amount of power. Cool. We're a 200 watt. We've a 200 amp hour lithium battery right now, but as with human nature, you always want more. Exactly. Will you visit the U.S.? Absolutely. That's one of my absolute goals since I was a child. Was to visit America. Um, I grew up in a small town in Newfoundland, which was half owned by the American military. So a lot of our towns were New Mexico, Ohio. They were all named after American spots. So yeah, it's kind of been one of my goals. I don't know if that's the reason that I've always been like interested in America, but it could be the hot rods, could be just everything that you guys have down there. I love it all, right? So the weather, right? So yeah, definitely we'll be taking a trip down there one day. Maybe, hopefully, next fall. I could be heading that way. We'll see how everything goes. We'll see how the channel grows, um, and take it from there. I never knew what a diesel heater was until I watched your channel. That's cool. That's cool. So it's nice to hear that you learned that. Have you been to that's French. I don't know what that is. Meadows Viking Village in Newfoundland. Hmm. Something French. Ox. Meadows Viking Village in Newfoundland. No, I might have. I just don't know how to pronounce what you're saying. I'm actually thinking of removing my inverter and batteries so I can install Blue Eddy. If you if you need, you can easily remove and charge. So Mr. Blur right now has a 1,000 watt Blue Eddy that he had since he started Vanlife pretty well. And I'm telling you, like, even me with my 200 watt Energy batteries, his Blue Eddy has charged my 2 batteries full. It's literally saved all of us at least 17 times. I swear, that Blue Eddy is a workhorse. Like, it's half making me convert. Like, I don't know. Like, I've seen Jackery's work and I've seen Blue Eddy's work, but that Blue Eddy that he has really kicks butt. Like, I'm serious. Like, I've seen it literally charging his entire house and charging my entire house. So that thing is a beast. I also learned yesterday that going to the laundromat can be kind of sexy if you're playing Trey. I saw the CBC report on Deerfoot. Wasn't too bad. No, it wasn't too bad, only for the fact that it looks like an absolute state, and it's not a good look on any of us fan lifers. Also, don't talk to the CBC because there's never going to be good publicity that comes from that. I promise. I mean, look at so many other places in the past. Watch the news. I don't. I gave up on watching news years and years ago. It is literally full of nonsense. Y'all can follow it if you want, but I don't watch it. Dude, you definitely come to Vegas. I got dinner at lunch. That's awesome. I would love to come to Vegas. Not for the gambling at all. I'm not. I don't ever. Like, I won't even step. I like it. You know, the Vegas just to be in the desert. Hats off to you and your friends for toughing out the brutal winters. You get where you are. Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Justin and Christina. I didn't think all the all-in-one systems are great for starting out as a backup. Absolutely. So, Mr. Blur right now, power lithium battery that I gave him for Christmas. He has that plugged into his van as a permanent thing, and the Blue Eddy is kind of his takeout. But like I said, that Blue Eddy can probably do more than both our van house systems together. That thing is a beast. A lot of people say, like, to use them as a backup thing, but if I were to live in a car or a smaller setup again, I can honestly say that I would probably just go towards Blue Eddy instead of a full build. Just saves the wiring and all of the mess. I mean, you can get wire setups very simple. Like for me, I have the Renergy charge controller where it allows alternator charging and solar charging. That thing is so simple. You could put it under the hood if you needed to. It just depends on what you need. It's very interesting. Oh, so I guess Van knows where that area is. I'm going for I'll go for getting a Blue Eddy over Jackery. Certainly, seeing that might be my main source of power. Trying to save up for it. Yeah, they're definitely expensive, but they are worth the money for sure. After seeing what his Blue Eddy's done, if I had the money, I would be all over getting one as well. Hey, Lowell's Off Road is here. Awesome, buddy. I was just on you guys' live stream. I'm on the other end. So cool. One of my bucket lists is to visit one of our bucket list items. Man, that and no news is good news. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, buddy, Bruce, how are you? I didn't know you were having a live stream tonight after me. I didn't know either. I kind of planned one with my Patreon members, just mentioning it, and I was watching you guys, and I was like, you know what? I didn't do a video this week, so I might as well hop in and say hi and check in with you guys. You guys' live stream was awesome, though. I really like that. Lots of diesel knowledge. I like the sharing of the knowledge. That's great.
What are you doing?
What are you doing over there, man?
Are you live streaming?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Mr. Blue out for a walk with Odie and Chappie. I like your knife behind you. Thank you. Yeah.
Walrus could sit on the shelf I just made.
He's been building out his van a little more today, Mr. Blair. Yeah, so these actually came from Mr. Blair van. Check this out. I got this guy. Yeah, we're not allowed guns in Canada, right? So we need some kind of self-defense, you know what I'm saying? And then I got this guy. This is my favorite. That's why he's poked towards the bed, so it's easy access. I got this guy. Like that audio. Even got a nice little grippy here. I love this thing. I mean, they're for show. You're absolutely right, my friend, in regards to a portable power. Just by the right size portable power. Exactly, yeah. Especially when they get into like Chrome was advertising the stackable. Blue Eddy has the stackables as well. You know, when you get into those kind of powers, that's huge. That's huge. Oh my God, my chat jumped again. Bobtail gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, brother. Turtle coffee on me after the chat. Ooh, ooh. Turtles with coffee on him. Thank you for that. Who missed that was. Oh, I'm losing the chat here. I'm falling behind. Wouldn't want to break to your bed. Nope. I could honestly say like I've kind of been waiting for that day. That's like only just the wall ornament self-defense. I got a knife there. I've got a knife there. I've got bear spray up here. I've got a knife over there. I got a tomahawk in the door and another tomahawk in that door. I'm pretty well prepared. Yeah, I don't fear no one when I'm on the road out here. Of course, someone could just shoot me, but I mean, like, you ever see those movies where they're like cutting the bullets? You know, I ain't like that. You know, you see me coming with 2 friggin' big knives like that, you might think I'm a Ninja Turtle. I got turtle behind me. You don't know what's going on. I got a guy with a blurred face. Hey, you will be scared just from that. F around and find out knives, exactly. Those knives are a bit much too butter bread. Hey, listen, depends on what size brew bread is. You know what I mean? So, Bruce, are you up in Canada? I'm up in Canada. Awesome hotel. Bruce, you better get that coffee because it'll take Turtle too long. I swear, we have radios. We sometimes will call them and like, hey, come on, we're going for a coffee. 10 minutes. Hey, Chrome's here. How you doing, brother? How you doing, buddy? You will start saving up for your bail money now. Hey, who needs bail money if there's nothing to report? Hey, Chrome and Mr. Cruzy. Yeah, Chrome's in the chat. These diesel heaters put out heat, just burning my fingers. Oh, mine is like totally burning my legs off right now too. Anybody that sits in my van for any more than like 5 minutes, like ends up like just complaining that it's a hot a sauna. But I love the heat, I really do. I try and keep my van like plus 30 and above all the time. I was joking with someone the other day. I was like, yeah, if people up now. I'm an odd duck. What could I say? I tell my parents I'm curled up with a weapon of choice when I go. This is turning into a family Vanlife chat with everyone in here. I know, right? I love it. This is the power of YouTube, you guys. You know the video I did about the power of YouTube before. I really stand by that. Having the ability to connect all of us vehicle dwellers all over the world is humongous. You know, I love that as one of the greatest aspects of YouTube that I've found so far is to communicate with people near and far. Like today, I got to meet up with uh, Randy Sand. I think, yeah, that's the name. I'm gonna just make sure I get it right. Randy Sand. Yeah, there we go. Just to make sure. Yeah, I got to meet up and just came down from a little further than Edmonton area, so that was really cool. He's parked in with us tonight, so we're gonna meet up and hang out tomorrow. Da, da, da. Thank you, Bob Till, for putting in the Patreon link. I greatly appreciate that. You like the heat and you live in Calgary? Hey, it's not by choice, okay? Listen, I was also born in Newfoundland. I can't swim. These things are not by choice. I'm trying to get where I want to go. The DJ Chrome is here. Heck yeah. Like when I heard his system in his van, you guys, like he had I think it was like a 10-inch sub at the time in his van. And I had like two rickety old rattly door speakers. I got in his van and I was like, what the heck? How am I living with no music? And then Mr. Blur came along and got me the subs. And then ever since then, it's just been like, heck yeah. This community is the far best part of all the van life channels. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Nobody can take Bruce because me and my wife already adopted him. Heck yeah. Send the papers, Vern. I'll come over. Heck yeah. Hey, Happy Pants is here. Turtle coffee time. Hey, wait a minute. I need to come back here for a second. Where is it? I want to do this. Before I forget. Yeah, gotta make the man, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Vern? You have to share Bruce. That's hilarious. Late night van party. Heck yeah. Dang, you got all the YouTubers in here tonight. That's awesome. I love that. It's because of a lot of these YouTubers that I'm even doing this, you know? So to have them a part of my world is huge. You know, I greatly appreciate it. And I don't think I'll ever stop appreciating that, you know, because, you know, I always appreciate where I come from, where I am, and the journey. as well, and having them be a part of my journey is huge, and it's a true blessing to have met a lot of these guys and a lot of you here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for putting the links in. Happy, actually, we were talking about you today. We were surprised you didn't stop by, but ding, ding. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Okay. You have been missed for a while. Hey Karen, I've been trying to get him to put a video together. I think everybody needs to just go over to Happy Pants' YouTube channel and on whatever video he has, comment, make another until he does. I got done work at 6 and figured no one would be up. That was a good that was a good guess. A lot of us probably sleep at that time. Snow coming, Happy. Just rubbing it in, eh? No more snow. Why can't it? I'm getting a tiger torch. I'm burning it all. Everybody's saying hi. Awesome. I'm always up until 2 in the morning. I feel that burn. I don't sleep much at all. Kind of like Chrome says, ADHD is their superpower. I love that. I love that. Oh, they're sending in. So Happy's diesel heater went down. The computer board, I guess, went out, and LaCasey is going to be sending him a new one. Sweet. Well, so far LaCasey's doing a lot better than Beaver. I can guarantee you that, because they don't send anybody nothing. And if they do, it probably doesn't work anyway. Is there a way to make a rough drawing of your version of the interior of your new van will look like? Actually, yeah. It's gonna be very basic and simple. Right here. That's kind of what we're looking like. Super simple. I like the open concept. Kind of the same thing as this van, but a lot more lightweight and a lot more open. Like this seat right here won't be here. It'll just be the dresser and the bed. I'll be losing a closet. And I'll have to figure out some kind of water storage situation. But I am also thinking about taking my passenger seat out. Possibly. ADHD rules. Bruce, did you put the new diesel heater in, or are you still running your old one? The old one is still kind of running for now. It jumps in and out, but it's not extremely cold right now, so it's tolerable. I don't want to switch out the diesel heater in this van right now because I'm mainly focused on the blue van and getting that one ready for a possible diesel heater install. And then we can just jump right into that guy. No, not so much jumping into it living-wise, but jumping into it working-wise. This is going to be my home until that one's kind of built. And then, as I mentioned in the live stream before, I would like to somehow turn this van into a trailer, so that it could be like my mobile tool shed for whenever I needed it. You got 5.7 under that shell? Hydraulic suspension would be hilarious, but I think I would probably just blow every piece of it off with the amount of weight that's in the van or the van itself. I did see a hydraulic van before though, but I can almost guarantee that thing was probably empty. That would be hilarious though. I'm running a Casey heater now. Bad luck with max speeding rods. Cold snap. Really? That's good to know. Tammy Brown, I guess I got ADHD. I lost at least a decade to nightlife, Bruce. Bruce, I'm very impressed. The work you do on the diesel heaters. This is awesome. Thank you very much for that. And after so many diesel heaters, you can definitely get the rhythm down for sure. Make your passenger seat so you can turn it to the back of your van. I was thinking about that, like possibly putting a passenger swivel in. We'll see. We'll see. I think I could use that space for a lot better stuff, but we'll see how it all works out. I know the driver's seat. My goal is to put a racing seat in there. If I keep the passenger seat, maybe do the similar racing seat there. But if not, then we're just gonna chuck it. Make your packages. Make your packages seat so you can. Yeah. I will be attending Matt's off-road games in March. I will give full report. That's awesome. That's an event. That would be sweet to go to. I have Hispanic as well, and they are definitely lots of room to work with. Yeah, absolutely. Even with me losing 2 feet from going from this van to the blue one, there's still so much room. 90 likes. Thank you guys so much. Bruce can. Hey, turtle, Bruce can float. I can definitely not float. I can't swim to save my life. Are you really? That is awesome. To be fun. Yeah, that would be awesome to go to Matt's off-road recovery games. I watch his channel as well. I personally, I don't really watch too many van life channels. It's more like automotive channels, like Matt's Off-Road Recovery, Cletus McFarland, Heavy D Sparks, Boosted Boys. Let's see, what's another one? Finnegan's Garage. Yeah, I'm an engine guy. I love it. Before van life, that was my whole thing. Like, I love hot rods. All my life, I've always wanted to go to America, be around all of the hot rod culture. I just love it. I want to ask which one of you is going to take a bat to the diesel heater, you or Chrome? Yeah, it's definitely a tight competition on that one for sure. It's coming. I don't know. We'll see who breaks first on diesel heaters. I'm pretty close to breaking on diesel heaters, I gotta say. I'm at the point right now where honestly, I don't even want to install them for anybody. Like, I won't. If someone asks me to install one for them, um, I'm very hesitant on it just because it's kind of a waste of time. If you're not gonna 100% maintenance and listen to the how to maintenance them and how to keep them alive, they're so easy to mess up, and then you're just replacing the dang thing or you're cleaning it out. And sometimes people will say, I didn't run it on low, but then their exhaust is completely plugged. And yeah, I've had it with diesel heaters. Vice Grip Garage, absolutely. Fab Rats, I haven't watched too much of them, but I want to dabble into it. I figured Happy's going to sleep. Have a good night, Happy. If I was in Calgary, I'd teach you how to swim. I was in swimming lessons, Rachel. I lived on an island. I've thrown myself into the water numerous times only to have to be saved. I've literally jumped into the deep end right in front of a lifeguard. I cannot swim. I can't float. I literally hold my breath and just start walking around the bottom of the pool. Like, zero flotation in me. Putting a wood Shelly. When I get a wood van, I'm putting a wood stove in. Wood stoves are great for nostalgic purposes, but for like city and town use, you got to be strategic where you're using that thing, because if not, people are just going to look at it like a meth house. I know, because I watch people all the time in cities get the knock for it. There's one guy near Deerfoot City who has a truck truck box in the back of his truck. He has a wood stove in it. He seems to be doing okay with it. But I find when it gets to vans or motorhomes, especially, you end up getting a knock, depending on where you are. I love Junkyard Digs and Sleeper Dude. Nice. Just so many good automotive channels out there. So many. That's where I want to take my channel to. I want to be one of those automotive channels. I want to be one of those channels that, like, they're dying to go to the Freedom Factory as a goal for their channel. And that is one of my goals. I'd love to take the new van all done up and go ripping around the Freedom Factory. That would be huge. Huge. Oh my God. Even to just pull into the parking lot and go see an event. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, I like wrenching on stuff, I'm not so much like backwoodsy anymore. I grew up in Newfoundland doing all that stuff. I know how to. I just prefer to be on the streets wrenching, make stuff go faster. I was on Lowell's live stream and I was like, nitrous. They're all talking about like fuel economy and stuff and how to better perform your vehicle. And I'm like, nitrous. Yeah, bubble arms and bubble legs, you'll float. All bone here. I don't float at all. I often run the diesel heater second lowest setting, but I always start exactly. Like right now, I have my diesel heater running on really low, just so you guys can hear me. When they're running on high, they could be a bit loud. But yeah, I run it on high as much as I can. This one has been giving me issues where it just turns off at random times for no apparent reason because it fires back up right after. But soon enough, I won't have to deal with this one. It's because if you have no extra, you think it more difficult to learn. It was because you have no bankruptcy using. We have had an EB40 Robusto gasoline heater. The Robusto gas heaters. That is, oh my God. So I found that you can get the general components gas heaters here in Calgary at Polar Mobility for like $1,000. So eventually one day I'd like to do something like that for the blue van, the tank as well, and have everything nice and clean and proper. Also, I've never ever heard of anybody having an issue with the gas heaters, and if they do, it's just to clear the code and they're good to go. So yeah, that's the direction I'd like to go for. What would you say is the best heater to put in a van? Gas heater, absolutely. Gas, like these, like gas heater. I'm sure you'll agree with her. Webasto, yeah. Webasto, what is the one that Mr. Blur has? I can't remember the name, but it's the top version. No, it's the best one. I blew up my Mitsubishi once with nitrous. That's an awesome. I like hearing that. Bruce, how come you left your hometown? Because there's absolutely nothing there. I actually probably won't ever return to Newfoundland. I went back like last year, or the year before, or 2 years ago now. I can't remember, but yeah, I probably won't ever go back there. There's nothing back there, Vernon. Your 8-hour ferry ride out into the ocean. And everything's expensive. Everybody's either drunk or on drugs for the most part. And I just didn't, I grew up there. It was great to be in the woods and stuff, but for the most part, like, I wouldn't go back. It's my Alcatraz, I call it. 10.3 seconds in a quarter mile. Hell yeah. I like hearing that. You need the full length to show properly. They're really good. Really good. Atlanta is a beautiful place to visit. Hard to make a living there. Absolutely, Van Nut. Like I say, I was blessed to have grown up there, and I grew up climbing like 200 feet up in the air, ocean crashing below me, beautiful sunsets. beaches. It's beautiful down there. It's just unfortunate the way that people have turned the place into. Oh, hello, we love you. Here in Arizona, sending love and positivity and sunshine to you. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Have you thought of any new names for the van yet? So yeah, we have been thinking of a few van names. A lot of the names that have been given since the last live stream were mainly focused on it being blue, and I want the name to more focus on what it's going to represent or what it will be, which is basically like a street machine. I have to look it up again because my memory is just horrible. Somebody on my Patreon gave me a good name for it. It's not the permanent name, but it is an option. The Dream Machine or the Street Machine, something like that. It is going to be like a show car band. I'd like to have fun with it. I'd like to be proud of how it looks, bring it to car shows and stuff. So yeah, some names like that. Something that represents it in a sense, or represents me, or whatever. The Dream Machine is cool. Yeah, I like that name. Once I get probably like 5 or 6 like real good solid names that I like, maybe I'll do a poll and then we'll have a pick through of those. A few people have asked me to do a poll, but we need names to do a poll, and it's been very limited on ones that really. Yeah. Where's the best place to live out in Canada? I'd have to say Calgary, just from here, and I've walked all across Canada, and this is probably my favorite place in Canada. Do you like the Rat Fink era? Heck yeah, Karen. Heck yeah, I love that. Actually, I would love to get a sticker done up of like the blue van and like the Rat Fink kind of style. I love that. That would be awesome. What part of Canada are you in now? What is the difference you see out there for your what's the difference you see out there for your hometown? So I'm in Calgary right now. My hometown is Stephenville, Newfoundland, and if you look back there, it looks exactly like it did when I left like 15 years ago. Round and around since Bruce Lakes ice fans. What's up, Bruce Shiffy? Hey, how you doing, buddy? Chevy Compadre. That's a cool name, Chevy Compadre. North of Utah, beautiful mountains. Nice, good to hear. Yeah, I want to do some rock climbing out there. Write the names you like. So yeah, I have two of the names, like the Dream Machine and the Street Machine, written down, but already vehicles with those names. I don't really want to be a copycat, and I'm looking for something very unique that represents it. I got name Round and Round. I've been in Calgary, way too cold and snow. Yeah, exactly. It's colder. When Bruce gets a few candidates for van names, he plans on doing a poll for people to vote on. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm really gonna take time and trying to name this thing. I think it deserves a really cool name. Unlike this thing where I just called it Trooper or Scrappy just because there people were like, "What do you name it?" And I'm like, I don't know. It never gives up, Trooper. That's literally how it came about its name. So I'd like to really take time on this one. But yeah, the more names for suggestions, the better. Do you have stickers? No, I don't have stickers. I'm trying right now. I'm currently trying to get my sister a laptop back in Newfoundland, so she's going to be running the emails, the social medias, and the merch, everything to do with the merch, and that's going to be a huge helping hand on my end because then I can just focus on creating videos. right now I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with having so much to do online with answering and social medias and stuff. I try and stay away from it as much as I can. But yeah, so once we can get her a laptop and she's up and going, that'll be huge. But it all takes time. I'm probably one of the longest people that it took to do merch. I've had a lot of people offer to do stickers and stuff for me, but I want to do it right. And it's not to say that anybody's stickers would be wrong. It's just the sending and the receiving the money for the stickers or whatnot. I'm not a business techie guy. I don't know what any of that means, and I don't want to go to jail for taking sticker money. I want someone to have it all set in stone and proper, and that way, when you order a sticker, it's not like you gotta wait 6 months on something, right? I don't want to release anything until it's proper. I don't want any hiccups. And I know my sister, if she starts on doing the merch, that she knows me well enough to be like, hey, listen, this shirt isn't really right. Should I send it? No, don't. Either chuck it or give it to me and then give it to people in the communities. Or communities in Newfoundland, right? I like the way that Chrome's doing it. He's kind of hand picking through all of his merch and making sure everybody's getting the best product. Because, if you guys are supporting the channel enough to buy a sticker, a shirt, a hat, or anything like that, the least we could do is look after you guys and look after the merch we're sending you and make sure that you're getting what you paid for. I'd hate to have someone buy a sticker and then have it peel off next week. That would suck, I'd be pretty upset. And like with Chrome stickers, as you guys seen with my white van, I put that Weirdos Unite sticker on like what 4 or 5 years ago now, 4 years ago for sure, and that thing is on there strong, and I scrubbed it. That's a good sticker. Colorado is beautiful mountains are and climbing trails. Yeah, Colorado. I've heard a lot about that. I'm dying to do that. That's where Kyle Booster Boys is from too. Colorado, I believe. Alberta is the most beautiful province I have seen in Canada. See, Turtle knows. And he goes skiing all the time, you guys, up in the mountains. If you want to check out his channel, check some of his content. He does a lot of skiing. He has a 3D camera, which is really cool. And a lot of nature stuff as well. So go check that out. I love visiting tons of places. Oh my god, the chat jumped. In BC and Alberta, but good old Saskatchewan always calls home. Saskatchewan is definitely beautiful. The openness of it. I had the privilege of basically walking across Saskatchewan and Manitoba, so I've got my sights of the sky. Can't even chat this stream. Kevin, how you doing, buddy? Swaggy Waggy? I like that. Swaggy Waggy, that's hilarious. Bruce, you should make merch. I know, Vernon, absolutely. I need to get on it. I know people who have like 12 subscribers and have stickers and cards and stuff all done up. I just want to make sure that everything is proper when it goes out. And I know that me overseeing it is just too much for me to handle. So I don't even want to dabble into it until I can get a hand with it. So right now, editing and making videos basically takes up all of my brain power. So to add something on top of that would be too much for me. And I know that, in my heart, so I'm not willing to push it and then have you guys have not as good merch because I'm pushing myself, I don't want that to happen. I wish I was as much of a workhorse as Chrome when it comes to like business sense, because that guy is on top of everything, but I'm definitely not. So, and I'm not trying to be in any sort of way, that guy rocks everything he does. I need help for stuff. And that's totally fine to admit that, what kind of tires do you have? They may pop or they non-pop. I'm not sure what you mean on the may pop tires. They pop when you seal them. Blur is back. Must be coffee time. It's getting close to coffee time. Definitely getting close to coffee time. There's more job opportunities in your area for van lifers compared to BC and out west. Yeah, absolutely. BC is and out west is just littered with people living in the vans because of the area and the weather. I know a lot of people have suggested for me to um, like go out west and stuff, and I would love to go out for a visit to the island and stuff, but to stay, I wouldn't want to be there. It's just too many people. Bruce Vanlife Jr. Toilet paper, right? Everything I do: toilet paper, underwear, bring it on. I do it all. My sister's got some crazy ideas, even for like keychains, and that's why I need her mind. She's a genius when it comes. We can both really make something great out of it. And I'd like to one day be able to her employed enough where she can just work for me in a sense. The way Chrome has his secretary. Right now, I'm not making really diddly squat off of YouTube, besides view money, but not producing a video like I have for the whole week definitely cuts into that. And right now, every dollar counts. But it's future goals, right? Like right when she does get a laptop, she is going to be helping me with doing merch and all of that stuff and getting it all set up. And then I told her like I'm open to helping. It's a family business, right? So basically, I'll run the channel. He's my boss. I got no intentions of being a boss, you guys. I never did. I love being an employee and just working. If I can kind of make her my boss and I'm the employee just creating my videos and she can run everything in the background, I would absolutely love that. Watchtower in a sense. Hey, Gina's in the chat. How you doing, Gina? Sorry, you guys, if I'm missing any of your comments. I can hear the guys outside. The Yukon won my heart. The Yukon is definitely beautiful. When I was working up in Fort McMurray in the oil sands and they were shipping us all around, they wanted to ship me up to the Yukon, and I was like, get me out of here. Cut my season short. I ain't going up that cold. Smart, small, and build up on merch. Exactly. I don't want to overwhelm myself with, I'm not everybody's the same, right? Some people can take on a big, um, some people. Some people are good at sourcing stuff out online. I'm not. I barely know how to use Google for the most part. The fact that I can make and create a video blows even my mind. So yeah, that's the reason that I haven't done merch yet, but I am looking forward to. I've had a lot of people ask me over the years to start doing merch and such, but getting my sister a laptop is the number one focus right now for starting that. Once she gets a laptop and she sets everything into motion, and it's just about orders coming in. I'm gonna set her up with an email, so that she can take orders and stuff like that. And we're gonna set up a website where you can actually look at like Bruce Van Life Jr. stickers. And one of the ideas that I had was that if I could do like a sticker for certain things, like if you bought this sticker, then this would support me helping someone else new to van life and on the road, right? Have like a certain fund just for helping people, a certain fund just for vehicle maintenance, just have fun things like that, right? Like if you bought a keychain, then that would help the van maintenance, something like that, whatever. Just have fun with it, right? If you see my chat, send me your sister's address on private chat on Patreon. Thank you very much, Vernon, for that. I definitely will. I definitely will, sir. I can hear the guys outside right now going crazy, so I think it's about coffee time. But thank you guys all for joining me. So 105 in the live chat right now. Thank you guys so much, man. It's hard to leave with all you guys here. I extremely dislike Teesprings, Rachel. Exactly. So that's one of the things that I was mentioning when I saying like I didn't want to just jump into merch. I know a lot of creators will work on stuff like Teesprings and they never actually see the merch, and some people, I don't know if they do or they don't, but some people just don't care about what they're sending out their subscribers. And for me, you guys are my supporters. You guys have been there from day one. You guys are helping make my dreams possible and help me live helping create content, help create better content, help learn more, help more people, help change this world. You guys, come on, like this is going to be awesome. But I don't want to give those supporters helping me make all of that possible a sticker from Teesprings and have it rub off in 2 weeks. So yeah, like I said, I can't explain how much I greatly appreciate all you guys' support. But I hope that in certain ways like this, people can see how much I really do appreciate it, and that I don't take no one, I don't take advantage of any of it. I greatly appreciate everybody and all they do for me. And I try and pay it forward, as a lot of you guys say, with everything I can myself. Be that with boosting someone, diesel heater installs, or whatnot. Unfortunately, I don't know everything, and I can't help everybody with everything. But I do what I can, like we all should. Chrome had quality issues with merge. Yeah, but he quickly corrected that because he cares about his subscribers, and that's one thing I really appreciate about the big man. Like he cares about his subscribers enough to literally take merch into his own hands and be like, nope, I'm gonna oversee every shirt if it comes down to it. That's caring about your people. Thank you, Captain Shortbus. Thank you, Tammy. I love you guys all too. Like I say, you guys all are what helps me focus on creating better videos. Originally, I started this as just a kind of a video diary for myself, so I wasn't too concerned on the quality, and I was also taking Chrome's advice on, don't worry about your first 200 videos. Just learn what you can do, learn from it, learn from yourself by watching yourself, and that's some of the best advice I've ever had going into creating videos, and that's exactly what I did. Now that I'm kind of pushing past that hump of like last year I did 180 videos. Now I'm feeling like I really want to focus on the quality of the content and, really pushing myself content wise and creating the best videos I can for you guys. That's why I don't want to overwhelm myself with other things. My main focus is creating awesome videos that kind of are like a video diary of my life, but also like, in good quality, right? No more pocket shots. You know what I'm saying? Coffee time, coffee time. Yeah, okay. It's coffee time, you guys. Navigating the destination. Nice for you to join us, brother. Someone's driving past barriers. Not allowed to do that. Not me. Coffee time. Yeah, it's coffee time, you guys. Thank you, Vanda, for putting the links up, and thank you, Bobtail Trucker, for the membership gifting. I greatly appreciate that. I've noticed you've been doing that a lot on a lot of other channels, and thank you very much for that. We greatly appreciate it. But until next time, you guys, remember, never give up on living life, and I'll see you guys on the next one.